Good morning, everyone. My name is Laura Stranks, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Welcome to my YouTube video today. Just a couple of things before I start. I'd just like to mention a couple of groups that you might like to be part of or have a look at. When I'm finished my videos, after they've gone live, I upload them to my, or I put the link in my Craft Room Tips and Tutorials group. You're quite welcome to go in there and invite yourself as a member. I don't think I have to be a friend with you for you to come in and join. There should be just a request button in there and invite yourself in to join, and then I approve that. So if you want to go and have a look in there each week after the videos have been recorded, then you can get the tutorial and the link to the video to have a look for yourself. There's also lots of other little tips and things in there as well. And then we have my Cards by Laura page. It's a Facebook page where I put a lot of my cards that I've made, and you're quite welcome to go in there in case any. I do sell them from there, so if there's any in there that you like, just give me a message and I shall do my best to help you out with anything you'd like. You're quite welcome to case anything that's in there as well. And that's the two groups that I have. Now we shall get on to my video for today. This one is called a 3-card in 1. I've used the Rings of Love DSP here, which I used on one of my previous cards, and I'm going to be using a different DSP and colour today. This one is quite easy to do. I've prepped everything for today's card, and as you can see, I did put a belly band around this. It doesn't need it if you don't want to put the belly band, but I found it just sits nicely underneath the belly band. I haven't decorated the front of this because the belly band covers what you've got in the front. Each little card is stacked on top of each other. So this is the first one, and I've just got a little greeting in there. I'll just show you. That's from the I think it's Charming Sentiments, where it's got little dies to cut out each of the greetings. And then that card is stacked on this card. Wishing you the best day ever. And I've just die cut out of the, I can't remember the name, the dies. Stylish Shapes dies. I've just die cut those little birds out of there. It's really a nice paper. Some of the patterns in it I'm not too fussed on, but most of it's quite nice. And then this is the back card, which is the last stack, and it's just decorated with a couple of strips of DSP, and you can do your writing in there. I thought of doing the writing in the front one, but there's not a lot of room there, so I left it to the back one. And then it just covers up with your belly band. The belly band I've done for today's, I've got it all ready just to twine around it. So I'll just leave that aside and we'll get started. My videos go live every Monday morning at 9 a.m. and that's Australian Eastern Standard Time. So if you're in America or some other country, even New Zealand, it may not come up at that time. You'd need to have a look at the conversion of what time it is over in your way where you are in different parts of the world. So today I'm using the Textured Chic DSP. Now I'll read out, I haven't put little tags, I normally put little post-it notes on all of these, but I'll just read them out to you. No need to copy them down. They'll be in the description box in the video, or if you just wait a little while after, and I'll upload them to my tips and tutorials page, and you can get the whole PDF tutorial in there. So what we've got, I'll start at the back. That was my greeting. I've used that brush gold DSP, just cut a little backing piece. I'll give you the measurements for that in a sec. Now our back card it measures, I've got all the measurements here. My back one measures 8 by 6. Now, I have seen this one done before by Jan B. She's an English demonstrator, but she does it in a 7 by 5, which is quite a large card. I've scaled it all down, the whole lot, to fit in our standard size envelope for Australia. So it's it would probably be a little thick for postage, but it does fit in a standard envelope. So this piece here is 8 by 6, and I've scored it at 4 inches. Then the mats for the front and the inside, this is my inside piece. This piece here is 5 1/4 by, hang on and I'll get it a little bit closer for me. It measures 5 3/4 by 3 3/4, and you need 2 of those. One will go on the front and one on the inside. The inside one, this piece here, the DSP, that is 5 1/2 by 3 1/2. No, this one is 5 1/4. Where am I? 5 1/2 by 3 1/2, because that goes on the that's pool party on that one. And then I've just decorated this. I'll show you the dies and all as we go. That white piece there is the same size as this piece, which is 5 1/2 by 3 1/2. Then I've just done a little decoration with the flower. This is out of just find the set, Seasons of Chic bundle. That's the dies. So that's the back card. We'll put that aside. The center card, it measures 6 by 5 1/2. This is the white piece, and you score it at 3 inches. Then your 2 mats, the front one here, the mint macaron. I've got mint macaron written on my other notes. Pool party, the 2 you need 2 of those. They measure 5 1/4 by 2 3/4, and then I've decorated the DSP on the front one of this is 5 by 2 1/2, and then I've just decorated that with the white on the top, and it's 4 1/2 by 1 1/2. That's that one. Then I've done some decoration. I'll go through that in a sec. That's the second one. And then the top layer, this one here is 4 by 5, and you're scoring it at 2 inches. And then the 2 mats go down in size again. The pool party is 4 inches by 5 inches. Oh, sorry, wrong one. 4 3/4. No, that's not right. I'll fix that. 4 3/4 by 1 3/4. I am right. 4 3/4 by 1 3/4, and they go on the front and on the inside. The inside piece is the basic white, and it's an 1/8 of an inch smaller all the way around again, which is 4 1/2 by 1 1/2. So that's those pieces. I've got my belly band, which I'll show you how to decorate in a sec. That's 9 inches by 1 1/4. I made it a little bit wider so I could fit some decoration on the front. And as I mentioned before, I've got the brushed gold foil at the back. I'll show you these dies now. The Season of Chic dies, I have used this one here, which is really, really pretty. I'll show you that. That's on that piece there. The stamping around this one here is out of this set as well. It's this little stamp here. And then the flowers are also out of this set as well, with the dies. There are little tiny flowers in there. And the other one is this one here. I've used both of those for some detail. That's all in there. And then I've also used this greeting here, wishing you the best day ever, which is from the Framed Occasions. That's this one up here. That's all of that piece. Art gallery, I used my happy birthday on the front, which is this one here. I've used quite a few different stamp sets. And then the Eden's Garden, I've used some of the dies out of here. That one there, which is my front die, which is going on the belly band. That's that. And then I decorated it with some extra little leafy pieces here. And I've also used that down one of the edges, that edge there on that one. So that's all the sets that I used. You can mix and match any sets you like. You can do it as fancy as or as plain as you like. The embellishments on the front of I haven't put any embellishments through the card because it'll make it quite thick. This one, I did put some on the previous card just around the edges here with the little pearls around there, those iridescent pearls, quite pretty, those ones. I did do that. I'm just putting these two on here for this one, and they're the Brush Metallic Adhesive Back Dots. I've used a couple of the small ones off that. So that is all for that. Now I'll show you how it goes. It's pretty simple how it goes together, and I've stuck a lot of the pieces together already. So this one here, just get our bone folder, and I've scored it down the center. So we're just going to burnish that. This piece will go on the front, and you don't need to decorate that because your next card will lay on the top of it. And then this one here will go on the inside, and that's where you can do your writing for whatever you want to say. Happy birthday, thinking of you, all sorts of things. Just get I'll use my snail on this. I've been using my snail quite a bit lately. I prefer it to the Tombow. Sometimes the Tombow gets a little messy. Some of the pieces I'll show you, I've used Terran tape as well, just to make it a little bit more secure. I'll lay this out flat because it's easier to line up. Get it nice and straight. I hope it's nice and fine in the world wherever you are. And then this piece will go on the inside. I'm recording this video, but it will be uploaded at 9 AM on the morning that you view it. This one's going around this way. I'll try and get this one straight. You line up those two top edges, and then I run it down one side, and then it just falls into place. So that's that one. I'll just give that another burnish down that side. That's one layer finished. The second layer, once you cut all your pieces, it's pretty much done, except for a couple of little assembly pieces. This one here, and then I've decorated the inside of that one. All the bits everywhere here. This is also the textured Chic DSP. I've tried to find bits of pink and bits of blue all through my pieces. Even some of the flowers I've cut out are partly pink, partly blue. You can see on there. I do like this DSP. I love the gold accents in it. I didn't burnish that. We'll do that first so we can get it nice and straight when we put it on. I do host workshops here from my home. Go around this way. And classes, which I love teaching people how to do their cards. We have a workshop every month. It's straddled over 2 days, the Sunday and the Wednesday. I always have it on the first Sunday or the first Wednesday of the month. Excuse me. And I also have, I think my snail's just about out, so we might get to the Tombow. Oh no, it's still going. I do have a little class on the 3rd Wednesday of the month as well, and love teaching. So this one goes on the inside. All of that's, this piece here is in gold foil, just a straight gold foil, and the dots there and the greeting is gold embossed with the gold embossing powder. When you do your gold embossing powder, make sure you use your buddy, especially with golds and colours that you can see that over splatter. If you use your buddy on top first, you don't get that powder everywhere where it's going to stick where you don't want it. So that's the second layer. Then the next layer, which is the little one on top, I'm just trying to see the cut side. When you do cut cardstock, if you've got that little ridge where it shows from where you've cut it, you can go around your edges and flatten them down. It makes it a lot better. I was on holidays a little while ago and I didn't take a spare blade away with me, and my cutting was starting to get a little bit frazzled. So I did know about a tip that a lady told me a while ago about using an emery board, and you just go along the edges with your emery board and just go like that along the edge, and it takes all that fluff away, which is a great idea. I love finding new tips and tricks to do. I'll do this one this way because it's a little bit shorter. Make sure it's straight all the way down. And that's that one. And then the inside, I've just put a lot of decoration in here. That's the little dotty piece again from the Textured Chic set, or Chic. What's it actually called? Season of Chic is the name of the stamp set. The dies are just called Chic, and the paper is Textures of Chic. So I'll just put that one inside there. Move that down a fraction. And that's the 3 layers done. How quick is that once you get it all done? Now these are going to centre on top of each other. I'll do that first because I need to work out my belly band to make sure it's not too tight. So all I'm doing, and I'm going to put tear and tape on the back of these to make sure they stay nice and secure. And my little trick that I told you, I think I've showed you in previous videos, my little tip with my tear and tape, especially if you're doing a lot of pieces. Now I'm right-handed, so I put the tape, the roll of tape, in my right hand. You're using the top of your Tombow bottle, and you just push that across, slide that across your tape, and tear. Then again here, slide that down, that secures the tape, and tear. Do it a nice quick motion so it tears nice and evenly. It saves you picking your scissors up and down all the time. So that's that one. We'll do all 3 to start. Well, 2. We don't need any on the back one. It's not getting stuck to anything. But these 2 will. I'll go this side. My husband has gone on a road trip with my brother. They've left Brisbane here early September or mid-September, and they're going across the Nullarbor to Perth, which is in Western Australia. They'll be away for 6 weeks, and I'm batching. he plays golf a lot anyway, so it's just night time. I think it's going to be a bit quiet because we do stuff together at night, watching TV and stuff, and he won't be here to... My sister-in-law, which is my brother's wife, he's going with my brother. I was talking to her the other day, and she said, "Yay, I get to keep the remote," because she doesn't get much say in the TV. So I've centered that on that bigger one at the bottom, and then this smaller one will go on top of this one. Yeah, she lives down the Gold Coast, and I'm going to go down for a visit a couple of times while they're away just to catch up. I've got family close by that can check on me, make sure I'm okay. So all is good. I hope they have a good trip. Not too much goes wrong. They're not going in a van or anything. They've got just a four-wheel drive, and they're staying at motels and stuff all the way across. All their accommodation has been booked, and they've worked out their sightseeing and stuff. So it should be a good trip for them. So that's all the 3 layers together. Looks quite nice now. Now my belly band, I like to put my join at the front. This is 9 inches long, and I'm going to wrap it. Where did I put it? This one here. I'm going to wrap it so my join is pretty much on one side here, because these little bits here will cover it. This one here, my join is in the center, and the way I've put my decoration, it's covered the join of the... It's on the white underneath there. You can just see the join. You do have a piece over the top which will cover the bulk of it, and so this one I'm going to try. Now you don't want it too tight. You're just going to wrap it loosely there and wrap this across. So my join is now over here, which is round about where I want it perfectly. So you don't see that join. Just judge where you're going to put your join. But just make sure you don't wrap your belly band too tight. I'm going to use my tear and tape again. And you'll need one piece on, so I'm going to put that one underneath. So I'm going to put one piece on the top of this. Just there. I'll cut this one just for quickness. And then this one will go over the top, so I'm going to put it on the underside of this piece, so it will secure it nicely. It won't come apart on you. I wouldn't recommend Tombow. It could pull apart. So we'll just take the tops off those. And then when you wrap it, don't pull it, just don't pull it tight. Let it fall down on itself. The first one I did, and the other one, it's a little bit loose, but I prefer it too loose than too tight. So that is that. It's a little bit crooked there, but you're not going to see that once I get this on. Yes, you will. So I'm going to trim that. Just trim that tiny little bit there. I didn't get it too straight. That's better. All good. Let's slide that back on there. This one's a little bit firmer than the last one, but once you work it up and down a few times. So then I've put dimensionals underneath the white. This gold piece is, I've got the measurements here. The mint macaron, oh, that's 3 3. Oh, that's on the other one. This piece here measures 3 3/4 by 1 inch, the gold piece at the back. And then I've just die cut the same die with that framey one. I'll just get it out and show you. This one here, I did my greeting in this, I just cut a white piece and I did my greeting in the middle of that. Then I just cut those end pieces off because I just wanted to have that little pieces on the end showing in the DSP. So that will sit on top of there. And then I put that whole lot up on dimensionals. When I did this, I put my the backing piece on first. That's this layer here, where I've cut it in the DSP. Then I've cut some extra leaves, and I've put the extra leaves. I've just put some snail at the back and tucked the extra leaves in before I put it on the matte piece at the back here. And then all of that will sit up on dimensionals. So that will just go straight on there. And I'm going to put it on with tear and tape as well, because I think the thickness of the card. Oh, I've got the tear and tape on there. I pre-did that one, which was good. Forgot about that. But you can decorate it any way you like. You don't have to have a big fancy. So that will go straight. Try and get it even on the sides. And top and bottom, and that will secure around there. And that is it. I quite like that one. In my blues, my favourite colour is blue or pink, preferably blue. But that's my cards. I hope you enjoyed that. It was nice and quick for you. I do like to pre-cut all my stuff so it's not holding everybody up. I know even my son said the other day when he's watching videos, he if they dribble on too long, he doesn't watch them, or he just drags through and doesn't misses all the dribbly bit that you don't want to hear. But that's the insides of that one. I was nearly going to do very vanilla with this DSP. It does go nicely with vanilla as well, but there are bits of white in the background of that, so either colour would match in that one. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed that, and I shall catch you all again next week. I hope you all have a lovely week, and don't forget to subscribe if you like my videos. Please give me the thumbs up and subscribe. You will get notifications then when I have videos there to watch. And have a lovely week. Bye for now.